Hey, yo, what up, what up, what up? This is Lemekh with selahsportstv coming at you with another one. What's good? You know what it is, right? You know what it is. I mean, because I'm sure you got them butterflies in your gut just like I do. Something about Anthony Joshua fight weeks. It really makes boxing fans really nervous, does it not? Even if you're not a fan of Anthony Joshua, even if you not don't really like AJ, it's something about his fights. It's like you want to see what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like something's gonna happen. The guy is good for boxing, right? Um, this fight, man, it's so big, and I usually stay kind of um out of a place of who I want to win, especially in these videos and stuff. Like, I really don't try not to get into who I want to win. Like, I might say it or whatever, but these videos are really not about who I want to win. It's more about the analysis. But in this case, yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Like, I don't root for Nazis, right? I don't root for people who fight with Nazis and try to help Nazis. So yeah, I'm going for AJ. Heavy, like heavy. You know? Not to make this a political thing, but is it crazy that I don't root for Nazis? Like, it's crazy that I see people, I see people vilifying Russia, but rooting for a Nazi. It's just weird, man. It's like maybe we got dropped into a different dimension or something. I don't know. Right? Anyway, it's fight week. It's AJ fight week. But even more so than that, it's AJ fight week after he's coming off a loss. You know what that looks like. You know what that feels like. Right? So, let's get into it. Let's talk about the fighters. And first, I know, USYK is the champ and everything. But I'm gonna go to USYK first, okay? Let's break down USYK. What we definitely know about him. Okay. Usyk is very technical. He's a highly, highly technical boxer. Usyk is not the kind of boxer. He's looking to outscore you. He's looking to go in there and fence with you. This is what it trips me out. It's so funny to me. Like, the people that hate Floyd Mayweather but love Alexander Usyk. That's funny to me. Am I saying that they have the same fighting style? No, they don't have the same fighting style at all. But their goals are very similar. Their goals in the ring are very similar. That's really, really matters. Like, what are their goals? Neither one of them are trying to beat the hell out of you in the ring. Now, if they get you hurt, yeah, I'm sure they have the capability to get you out of there. We know that. But, like, they're not going in there with the intent, I'm going to break this guy down and take him, get him out of here. That's not what they do. Never has been what they do. Even Usyk down at cruiserweight. Well, I shouldn't say that. Floyd, and at the lower weights, Floyd at the lower weights was a killer. All right, we know that. We know what happened to his hands. Hands got fucked up. Your hands get brittle, and you can't punch like you used to. So we know why Floyd made the transition, which adds like just an extra feather to your cap to be able to remain dominant, not even fighting the way you really wanted to or the way you naturally would fight. He was still able to do that. Back to Usyk. People that hate Floyd but love Usyk, like, they're both in there fencing. They're both in there trying to hit and not get hit. They are. So what is it really? Huh? What is it really? How can you really respect one guy and not respect? Is it the stuff out the ring? Okay. Fair. But Usyk is a fucking Nazi. Don't talk to me about a guy going to prison for domestic violence when you support Nazis. Okay? So cut the bullshit. Now, back to the actual boxing. Usyk is very technical. He is very technical. He's also very awkward. What makes Usyk awkward to me is his foot speed, man. His foot speed. He has the best foot speed that maybe I've ever seen, and that's including everybody. The greats from back in the day. I've never seen a heavyweight move like this guy. Yes, Ali was great at moving. His feet were phenomenal. Muhammad Ali's feet were amazing. Usyk though, and then he's left-handed. He's a southpaw. Usyk is like it's not like he's this unbelievable, unstoppable fighter. He's not. It's just he gives you so much to think about. Maybe if he was a big guy, he'd be a little bit easy to fight, because he's fighting heavyweights, big, tall guys. If he was one of them, he'd be easy to fight, but he's not. He's lower. He's shorter than most of them. He can get lower than their jabs. He can get low on them. He can get underneath their punches and go to work. He has that going for him. He has the feet going for him. His hands are fast. He has fast hands. His ring IQ is extremely high. He's always thinking, right? He's always setting traps, right? And then the kicker is, no, he's not. Usyk is not a puncher. He's not like a one-hitter quitter type of guy. But one thing he does, and people they kind of miss it, he has these sneaky punches. Loma does the same thing. I think that's a Papachenko thing. But like, he can throw these sneaky punches. Like, it looks like he's on the move, but then he can like come around with something that you just didn't see. You didn't even know he could get to you from there. Because his feet, he knows what to do with his feet. He knows how to give the illusion of him backing off, but his feet are staying in stationary or even getting closer sometimes. His feet might be inching forward, and he's doing stuff, giving you an illusion like he's going backwards. Next thing you know, he's able to get something on you that you was not expecting. He did it to Chisora and hurt him in that Chisora fight. Wasn't able to get him out of there, but stuff like that, it takes shit off of you. Those punches like that you can't. He's still a heavyweight. He's still 220, 230 fucking pounds. You get hit by a guy like that. Yeah. Right? Yes. So, that's just a little bit opening about Usyk. Now let's go to AJ. AJ, it's hard not to like AJ, man. Like, he just doesn't do dumb. He doesn't say fuck shit. He doesn't do dumb shit. I mean, unfortunately, a lot of people in this country, they hate him because this country, man, like, people in this country, man. Am I going to go off on a tangent? Yeah, I think I will. Like, people in this fucking country are, for lack of a better word, wicked, and I don't mean it in some wicked, you need to go pray and no. I mean wicked like they're just way off the path, right? Like the shit that they. Never mind. I'm not gonna do it. Anyway, AJ, he seems like a good guy to me. He seems like a good guy. I know we don't really celebrate those traits anymore. Good people. That's why we have rappers. We got rappers and thugs and rappers and ex-convicts leading our community. They're the leaders they have the keys to the community. We've given rappers and ex-convicts the keys to our community. Where it used to be spiritual men. It used to be men of God, men who called themselves men of God, men who behaved that way. Right? Doctors, lawyers. Those used to be the leaders of our community. Now we've given it all over to rappers, degenerate athletes, right? Entertainers, people that's supposed to be making us laugh. We've given them control over society. Back to AJ. I think he's a good guy. That's one of the main things about him, right? His style, I would say, boxer puncher. But he can do a little bit of everything. We seen him get jiggy with it when he fought Ruiz, right? He did his little thing, right? And did it at a high level. He could fight that way if he wanted to. I think he could fight, if he wanted to, he could fight Usyk like that and probably get a win just like he did against Ruiz. Not because Usyk can't move, but it's Usyk willing to move to chase AJ down and get hit in the process. Is he willing to eat right hands trying to chase down a moving AJ? Is he willing to do that? I don't think so. Another thing about AJ, he's orthodox, of course. He real heavy with that uppercut. If he gets you with that uppercut, if he gets to unload that uppercut on you, yeah, that's the beginning and the end, or it might just be the end. Right? And his hooks are also very strong. His hooks are kind of his bread and butter. His hooks, that uppercut and those hooks, very compact. He gets them off quickly when he's throwing it. I didn't see him use it enough against Usyk. I don't know why. Usyk is Eastern European. Now, he is a lefty. Maybe that's why. I gotta kind of think about that. But I'm wondering why we didn't see the uppercut. And maybe it's because Usyk is a southpaw, but Eastern Europeans are usually suckers for that uppercut. That's usually what you can get them with. So I would like to see that being set up and brought out. If I had to describe AJ, I would say he's all around balanced because he can do everything. Maybe he can't do it all at the highest level, but he can do it. He can do pretty much everything. If he needs to be a pressure fighter, I've seen him do it. I've seen him move. I've seen him counter guys. He's actually a very good counter puncher, especially to the body. So let's get into that. The actual fight. What happens in this fight? I think a good way of looking at this fight by it being the second fight is if we look back, right? Let's look back at the last fight. This is one of those things that kind of confuses me because I remember looking at that fight. There was no confusion. I saw what was happening. I saw it as a close fight. I did. I saw it as a close fight going into the 12th. I still had AJ having a chance to win even without a knockout. Right? I saw that. Now, how did I score that fight? I scored it for Usyk. I thought Usyk did enough to win the fight, especially with the 12th round, how the 12th round ended. I did not like how that 12th round ended, especially for Anthony Joshua. I didn't see him going for it. You know what I mean? Same thing with Canelo. Same thing that I saw in the Canelo fight. I didn't see him going for it in the 12th. I saw him just trying to stay alive, right? Just trying to stay. I shouldn't even say that. Just trying to stay in the fight, trying to survive the fight. So what do I see in this fight? What do I see in that last fight? I feel like Usyk fought the best fight of his career against Anthony Joshua. That was his best performance. Yes, I know that he's been undisputed at cruiser. I know that. The fight against AJ was his most put together performance. To me, against high quality competition. That was a hell of a fucking performance. Right? Nazi or not. Right? And it was. I mean, he did his thing. Anthony Joshua, on the other hand, I feel like he fought his worst fight ever. I've never seen AJ look that confused in the fucking ring. Yes, I feel like even though he got stopped against Ruiz, he was able to do some damage against Ruiz too. He put Ruiz down. He made a clear mistake against Ruiz and it cost him. In the Usyk fight, he just looked like he never fought a lefty in his life. He looked like he didn't know what to do. He looked like he hadn't sparred any southpaws at all. He was completely lost. given the fact that he looked completely lost in there, the fight was fucking close. Usyk was busted up. Usyk, look at the fighters after that fight. I mean, we felt, the way we looking at it, it looked like AJ could barely touch that guy. But he must have been hitting him with something. Look, and that's not the most scientific breakdown, okay? I know. But I'm not trying to do that right now, okay? What I will say is I'm pretty sure AJ's been sparring some southpaws. He's probably been sparring nothing but southpaws, right? I'm pretty sure of it. I'm positive that AJ's been sparring southpaws. Now, like we said, Usyk is more than just a southpaw. He's a southpaw that can move. He's short. Usyk got a little package of skills, right? But the southpaw thing is first, because that's the thing that had AJ tripped up the most. Once you get with the fact that you got to reverse everything the way you normally would do it, you got to reverse it, you got to move the other direction. Once you get that locked in your mind, then now we just fighting. You can beat this motherfucker. Just like he said, like, if he was right-handed, yeah. Once you start seeing him as a lefty and fighting him that way, it'll be instinctual. You'll know what to do. You'll know which way to move against a much smaller guy than you. They cannot take your punch. AJ has to go to the body. AJ has to go to Usyk's body. Every chance he get, go to his body. Slow that man down. And I guarantee you this will be a much different fight than that first one. Put some money in the bank. Go to his fucking body, man. That's how you slow him down. That's how you slow them feet down. Like, he will not be twinkle toes in the 11th, 12th inning, 12th round. If you have invested properly. As for Usyk, I mean, what do you tell a guy that fought his best fight in his last fight? Repeat it. Do what you did in the last fight. You Nazi. Do what you did in the last fight, Nazi. Let's see if it works. Yeah, I see AJ fighting I don't see him going in there reckless, like balls to the wall in the first couple rounds. I don't see that unless he's able to hit Usyk. If he's able to catch him and stagger him, yeah, maybe we will see that. But like, I don't think that's what we're gonna see. I just think we're gonna see a more like a meaner guy who knows what he's doing, who knows what he wants to do. He's getting proper instruction from a good trainer. I think a little Tex-Mex style might be good for him. It won't be straight up Mexican style. Shout out to CJ Goodfella, man. I heard you make that reference, and like that was an awesome boxing reference. Perfect. The perfect boxing reference. Tex-Mex. That's exactly what Robbie Garcia is. Right? He's defensively responsible. And I like what I saw from AJ, like, without all that laughing, joking, taking selfies, and we done with that. We do that after this fight. After you get your belts back. And I'll say, don't ever do that shit again. Do it when you retire. Right? You a fighter. Stay there. Stay there, bro. Stay there. Because you can't flip back and forth. I got AJ winning by stoppage somewhere between the 9th and 11th rounds. Okay? I got AJ. I'm put a little something on it. I got AJ. I know he's the underdog. So yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say AJ TKO in the 9th, between the 9th and 11th. Let's say the 10th. AJ TKO 10th round, right? right? So, yeah, man. That's about all I got. So if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and slip, jab, slip. You hear me? Jab, slip, and go to the likes body. Jab, slip, go to the like button's body. You can follow up with that right hand, right? Go ahead, hit subscribe. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you predict for this fight. It's a big fight. Let's hype it up. Peace.